Morning?
Yeah.
So I wake up around 10 every day. I try to wake up around 10. I have a chef come by, cook me breakfast, hang out, watch TV. Sometimes I'll watch video on the pictures, go over what I'm about to see that day. I don't know, watch The Office, try to like chill, just relax a little bit. And then I head to the park pretty early because I like to just kind of hang out here.
What time?
I probably got here around 12:15, 12:30.
And what are you doing when you get here?
I get here, go in the video room, go eat lunch, watch video again, watch my swings, and then I go hit around
With that big
1:30.
contract, you can't have lunch at home?
I know. We got a new kitchen.
Here we go, coach.
We got a new kitchen, so it's cool.
What's the name again?
Stu.
Stu, here we go. Are you wearing a cup?
No, in the games I do.
See, Go Glovers, we don't have to wear cups, right?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I'll get there. Oh my God. I don't remember how far this thing was.
That's not gonna do it.
I'll get there. So, when you start catching your first 5 to 10 ground balls, what are you trying to work on? What are you seeing?
I want to stay low. That's like my main thing. I always try to start low. That's like the first reminder I have when I'm taking ground balls is like stay low. You know, don't create the lazy habit of just bending at the hips. Like get in those legs, move them. That's kind of a reminder for me.
You want to keep that head nice and low?
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to take ground balls like this, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be like in my legs. So the throw becomes easier.
I see you have that glove down there.
Yeah, always nice. Dude, you still got it, dude.
He's like riding a bike, Andy. Yeah.
Ready.
So Nolan, I have a ball right there.
Yeah.
I have a ball right there. I have the bun play right there. And the fly ball. Oh! Hold on.
What's going on?
Thanks, brother.
Hey. As far as you.
So Nolan, you have a ball right there to your backhand, ball to your forehand, you have the bun play right there,
Yeah.
and you have the fly ball behind you. I was pretty good at this backhand, fairly good going to my left. I was okay on the bunt. I was terrible on fly balls behind me.
Yeah.
You're good at all of them.
Thanks.
What makes you so good? I mean, is it fearlessness?
Yeah, I guess that's, you know, I want the ball hit to me. You know, that's kind of my whole thing when I take ground balls. You know, I want the ball hit to me. I work on all these plays. These are all plays I work on, the slow bunter, the backhand and the forehand. These are things I work on every day with Stu. And it's just kind of a reminder, you know, so when the game starts, I'm super comfortable. But, you know, I want to do them every day, and I want the ball hit to me. I think a lot of times, sometimes you get a little frantic where you just don't want the ball hit to you. I kind of want the ball hit to me, and sometimes you make errors, and sometimes you make mistakes, but as long as I keep that mindset, I feel like good things happen.
What's your favorite play?
I would say the backhand jump throw. I feel like that play I do pretty well, but it's hard to say, you know, the spin in the 5-6 hole is tough. Yeah. I feel like the 5-6 hole ball can be tough on me.
Yeah.
So I really worked on that this offseason to get better at that one. So I got a little more comfortable, but for sure the backhand down the line, just because it's such a far throw.
I've seen you throw from your knees. Is this something you work on?
Yeah, I did. One time in high school, my old high school, I was laying on the ground practicing throwing from my knees, and my coach was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm just trying to feel comfortable with it." But sometimes I do. It's just a rush, you know. Whatever my instincts tell me to do, I do it.
I want to show our viewers at home how good you are, because sometimes you make it look so easy that I don't think the viewers at home really can appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you would come back here with me, Mr. Camera, sir, I want the folks at home, if you can stand right here, right behind me, and I want you to look all the way to first base. Now, Nolan makes this play look so routine. Explain to us and explain to the viewers at home, sometimes you're going away Jeter-esque, jumping from one leg and throwing an absolute strike.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of times, you know, I think it's all about body. Like if you can get your body like coiled up to make a throw, it's kind of like hitting. Like you want to gain your legs or load up. That's kind of how I do it on fielding. You know, I have to make sure I gather my feet, get on the right foot and gather and make a hard throw and create some momentum. So
again, our viewers at home are confused. So I want you to literally, I'm gonna go like this. I want you to walk us through slow motion and tell our viewers at home what you're thinking when you talk about coil and what you're thinking about to get in position
Yeah.
to read. So go in slow motion for us.
Yeah.
And catch it. Yeah.
Well, I feel that once I feel that, the first thing I do is try to get a good grip. Sometimes you don't have time. You know how it goes. You know, sometimes you don't have enough time, so you just want to get it released. So sometimes when I feel that, I just want to make sure I'm throwing off the right foot. So for me, it's this foot. So I'm trying to gather, and then I try to gather and turn and make a good throw. I feel like I gather power and arm strength pushing off this leg.
And what leg are you jumping off when you leave air?
Man, I'm trying to think about it. I'm having trouble thinking about it. But I think it's my right leg. I do it a lot, and sometimes my left. Sometimes you just kind of jump and make a twist.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can gain more strength on the throw pushing off my right leg.
But you're looking this way and you're throwing that way.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I think it's just repetition, just knowing where the guy is. I've made so many throws from back here that I just kind of know where the angle is. And we've had good first basemen, so I just know if I get in that vicinity, we'll be all right. And we usually get outs, but sometimes, you don't want to be thinking about, I'm making a perfect throw from here, because it's probably not going to happen. You just try to get it off pretty nice, create good, hopefully backspin toward the first, and good things happen.
So you have the combination of being extremely aggressive. Some can call you reckless, but yet fundamentally you always make the routine play.
Yeah.
Do you spend a lot of time in your fundamentals?
Absolutely, absolutely. I always, like I said earlier, I try to start low to high. That's what I was always taught growing up. That's what me and Stu always talk about, is low to high.
What does that mean, low to high?
Low to high. So when the ground ball's coming, I'm starting here, and then I go up. The last thing you want to do when the ball is right here is go down to it, because if it takes a bad hop, then you're going up. So I'd rather start low, so if it takes a bad hop, I'm up, and then I'm already making my throw. So low to high. So
go to low to high. When that ball goes into this platinum glove, are you trying to catch it or is it just deflecting? Tell us about that.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to catch it. I always try to squeeze. I try to squeeze, and then I try to transfer real quick, bring to the chest. A lot of people, I think, get in trouble, or the times I've gotten in trouble is when I field it and I kind of just get here and then I throw. When I'm going good, or when I make the fundamentals right, is I field it and I bring it to the chest so I can find that grip.
So if you can follow us on here, there was a play you made. I know you remember, there's a very Jeter-esque play. You sprinted all the way over here.
Yeah.
And you ran into the target. Was that in San Francisco?
That was San Francisco, yeah.
Okay, tell us about what part of your crazy brain tells you not to slow down.
I think I was just young and just wanted to catch the ball. Nowadays, I probably wouldn't make a move like that. But you know what, man? Honestly, it was just kind of an instinct play. San Fran, the wind is crazy there. The ball always kind of comes back.
Yeah.
You always have a chance for the ball. I kind of knew that because I've hit enough foul balls where they come back and play and I've gotten out, so I've kind of known that. So I just knew I had a chance, and I just kind of went for it.
When I sprint over here, I always think about there's a chance that I can get hurt and maybe miss a significant amount of time.
Yeah.
Is there any part of that you're saying, like, careful?
At that time, no. Not a lot of times I really don't.
Like that? It's dangerous.
Yeah, a lot of times I don't. I try to just be calm, and I just try to make every play, man. I just want to get outs. I just want to help the pitchers out.
Let's go talk a little bit about the bunt play. You're one of the best in the business at this bunt play. So it can be a bunt play or a swinging bunt. Kind of walk us through, if that ball is right there, if you can play that full speed for me, as much full speed as you can right now, grab that ball and make a throw, and then we'll talk about this play.
Okay.
The swinging bunt.
Yeah.
So, Nolan, I want you to talk about the technique.
Yeah.
We call it the claw.
Yeah.
The best I ever saw at this was Scott Brocious and Robin Ventura.
Yeah.
Tell us, when you come into this ball, which part of your hand are you trying to grab it with?
Yeah. I think I'm trying to scoop it. That's kind of how I get it. I try to scoop. So when I go for the ball, I try to get here. I want to create as much time so I could roll it into my hand. That's kind of what I think about, especially when the ball's coming. When it's, sitting there, it's hard to do it. But when the ball's rolling, you definitely want to scoop it. And to be honest with you, sometimes I field it with that grip already ready.
Right.
Which can be a mistake, but sometimes I do it because I just want to get rid of the throw. Especially if it's like a D. Gordon or a guy that's fast, you got to get rid of it. So you got to get it ready. But yeah, I always try to get it right here and then just transfer it into my hand and just make a throw.
So D. Gordon is flying. Show me how you're grabbing it and from what angle are you throwing? And if you can get right behind him so you can show where he's throwing. Yeah.
Yeah, so when I get the ball, so when I'm fielding, it's not so much a scoop anymore. It's more of a
do or die.
Grip. Yeah, it's more of a do or die grip. I get it here, and then I just kind of just get it out
so
here.
So right from that angle, you're throwing all the way across.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, and hopefully I make it there. And hopefully the first baseman scoops me up. Yeah.
Andy, where did Andy go? This guy's putting on a clinic here.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to hear all the way over there, so I saw you did the play. that way,
Backhand.
get the plate that way, and this one in. Have you talked about the 5-6 hole?
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
Okay, cool.
So let's talk about the double play ball.
Yeah.
So when this ball comes at you, tell me what your goal is as far as to being in the front end of a double play.
Yeah.
What's your goal as you catch it and throw it?
Yeah.
Walk me through that.
It's one thing. It's all about the. I think it's feet too. You know, I want to field it and make sure I'm shuffling this way, not crossing. Make sure I'm shuffling this way and just making it a good throw for him. You know, his job is to make the good transfer, but I got to give him a chance to make a good transfer. And you know, you see sometimes when you throw a ball low and then he tries to make a throw, sometimes he'll throw it low or high because he's trying to like make a play. You know, so I really try to take pride in. You got to hit him in the chest. You know, give him a chance to make a turn. So all I think about is getting my feet toward him, trying to make a good four-seam throw to our second baseman in the chest.
And you're saying four seams so the ball doesn't fade away.
Exactly. I don't want to throw
runner.
this one because if it's low, sometimes it's a sinker and then he has to throw something like this. I want to make sure I'm hitting him in the chest so it's an easy transfer for him to make a throw.
And if you miss, are you trying to miss towards first base or towards right field?
Toward right,
Left field.
Yeah, left. I want to go left of the bag. I don't want to go because that's with a runner. I don't want him to get hit. You know, I don't want to hurt him. So always try to go left of the bag.
So right here's your target.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. And then talk to us a little bit. I would love for you to get this play over here.
Yeah.
And from your knees, tell me what you're trying to do, because I know you
Well,
work on this
it all depends. You know, I think the knee play is more of a dive.
So average runner,
Average runner.
but you're going way over here.
Yeah.
Get on the grass right here.
All right.
And from here, show me what you're thinking. So you're thinking one or two things. You're either thinking straight in the air
Yeah.
or maybe a long hop. What's
Yeah,
your
exactly.
thought?
Yeah, it's more of a long hop. Sometimes if I'm feeling it, I'm trying to throw, but I try to get in this position so I could kind of like I said, gather and coil up and make a throw. That's kind of how I think about it. You know, I definitely don't want to throw like this because you have no momentum. So I try to get my foot here and then trying to let it eat a little bit and hopefully make a good throw. But definitely try to long hop.
When you say let it eat, does that mean you're hungry or you're trying to throw it hard?
I'm trying to throw. Yeah, I'm trying to throw.
So from here, you're actually trying. Let me see that ball. Let me see if I can do this. But I don't have a platinum glove. I have a couple gold ones. You're saying from here, you're going here, or from here you're going up top?
Not up top. The body's in the way. I'm just trying to throw from like right here. So I'm just trying to. I can't do this. I want to make sure I'm just kind of getting it right here.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you throw 3 of them. See how accurate you can be.
I think I can do it. Ready, Tino?
I need 2 balls. Can I get 2 balls? And you can show me kind of
I can do it.
both.
Chest. Let's see if I do it.
All right, let's see it.
There you go.
Huh? How we doing?
All right.
Huh?
I gotta get this one a little higher.
Hey, I got an idea. The Rockies should give you a long-term extension.
I know. I appreciate
job,
it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.